kids, plates are on the cooler.
Got it, Mom.
Now, we're in an old house built in 1859 in Memphis, Tennessee, a home that sits directly across from a funeral parlor where autopsies are routinely performed. Hunter, the homeowner, would face an unsettling moment at night. Completely alone, he recorded what you're about to see right on his front porch.
What in the actual hell? There's literally...
Hunter mentioned that he opened the door because at times people have been seen going door to door asking for help.
We live in downtown Memphis, which means we're used to having a homeless population. Usually when it rains, we will have homeless people walk up on the porch, and it is sad, but we do have to ask them to leave because we're on a private property. We live in between two commercial buildings, so they often assume that we're a commercial building ourselves and no one's here, but that's not the case. We live here. Every time I have had to ask a homeless person to get off the porch, they've always been kind, sweet, or just listened. They're just like you and me. They're just in much rougher circumstances. I was perplexed in the video because I thought, I didn't pay attention to the light passing through the shadow. I was like, it's not raining. Why is someone on my front porch? I get that to a lot of you in your everyday lives, that's not a good call. And probably moving forward, I won't do that. But I've been in that situation multiple times and I just didn't think anything about it. It's about culture and what you're used to.
Hunter even made another video detailing how inexplicable it was to step outside and find absolutely no one there.
Front of our house where somebody would be. For them to run, where would they have to hide? It goes straight out, guts out. This way, another commercial building, it juts out. They would also have to jump down into this drop of a fence and go that way.
Hunter says that what he experienced that night left him with a lingering unease that still accompanies him today. He wonders whether what appeared behind the glass was not a person of flesh and blood, but the echo of souls that never left the funeral home across the street. This next clip was captured by a nurse who filmed on behalf of an older resident in a nursing home, a favor that turned into a memory she still can't shake even now. The plan was simple. The resident wanted a video of herself blessing a room where, according to staff and tenants, many people had passed away. Residents whisper about this place as the death room. The resident intended to cleanse the space and upload the whole thing to her Facebook group afterward. Unfortunately, the upload never happens, because what followed didn't go the way anyone expected.
Heavenly Father, I ask for your divine presence to fill this space. May your light shine brightly through every room, cleansing this home of any negativity, fear, or unrest. Let peace dwell in every corner, and love be the foundation of every wall. Bless this home with your protection, surrounding it with your angels, and shielding it from harm and evil. May every door be a passage to your grace, and every window open to your blessings. In Jesus, may every door be a passage to your grace, and every window open to your blessings.
It happens in a flash, but the rosary lifts as if caught by unseen fingers. It truly looks like someone yanked the bead string. However, no one stands beside her. The person filming is a nurse at this care center, and she says that while recording, she suddenly felt nauseous for no clear reason. She's convinced there is something off about this room, and she notes there have been other incidents tied to this space over the years. One episode she can't stop replaying comes from a co-worker who filmed during a group therapy session.
You want to have one? Use it.
Against all training, the dog breaks from the circle, fixes on that same doorway, and refuses to look away. A choice that is highly unusual for an animal conditioned to remain calm at the handler's side. Stranger still, the dog starts to whimper as if responding to something unseen. For several nurses, the only explanation they can accept is that the room is haunted, and given how many people have taken their last breath in that space, neither residents nor staff find the notion hard to believe.
Why is it beeping? I don't know, no one's in there. That's crazy. Get the light, get the light. You say you checked it? Yes. Did you just get that on camera? No. Stop. I'm not playing with you anymore. I don't like this. No, I don't like this. I don't like this. I don't like this. This is insane right now. Right there.
Right now.
As before, the room looks vacant, and yet events continue inside as if an unseen occupant were moving about on a routine of their own. Which is why some residents have tried to take matters into their hands, blessing the doorway, speaking aloud to whatever might be listening, and asking the disturbances to end. Despite every attempt, nothing seems to shift for long, and today the staff can only admit that they do not know what is wrong with that space. The family on camera had just moved into a new home and were throwing a backyard barbecue with close friends. Then the man holding the camcorder noticed something odd in one of the windows of the house, a room that was supposed to be empty at the time.
Okay. Kids, plates are on the cooler.
Got it, Mom. Hey, who's up there?
Huh? What?
Never mind.
You good? You look like you saw a ghost. There was somebody in the upstairs window.
It's empty up there, man. Probably your own reflection.
You sure?
I'm telling you, some.
An elderly woman slid into view, and the sight was deeply unsettling because her appearance didn't seem quite human. The family whispered that it could be the former owner, a woman who, according to neighbors, had passed away inside that very house. Moments later, a second, unfamiliar face flickered into the glass, surfaced for a heartbeat, and vanished just as quickly. The encounter rattled everyone present, and that night, most of them struggled to sleep as the images replayed in their minds. What exactly occurred that day remains uncertain, with no simple explanation that satisfies the witnesses. Creepy indeed. This next clip was uploaded by Bryve. Her channel is all about her love for ocean freediving and has nothing to do with ghost stories. Still, one day while diving off the coast of Florida, she caught something that gave her a serious chill. As she checked what looked like sunken debris, Brianna's camera recorded a truly eerie sound, a clear scream from someone out of sight. Confused and startled, she went up for air. She returned to the wreckage area to look for the source of the screams. Once she got there, the shouting had stopped. She uploaded the clip to TikTok hoping for answers. Many viewers were doubtful. Some said she added the screams in editing, so Brianna posted a follow-up to prove it was real.
So, people are asking what camera I use. GoPro 7 works perfectly fine for me. I cracked it a little bit, but I use a case. Definitely not a voiceover though, so I'm going to show you the video straight out of my GoPro. Just like how I recorded it. So you can hear.
Now you tell me, do you think Bree caught the ghost of someone's last moments? Or is there another reason for what happened here? Imagine being out for a little jog when all of a sudden the mood shifts and everything suddenly feels tense. It is 4:30 in the morning and Rachel shares something that happened while she was exercising.
I know I'm not crazy. There's Christmas music playing, and there's a man behind me. Oh my god. Okay. Okay, I'm fine. Oh my god.
Rachel felt like she had stepped into a real horror movie. Far off in the shadows, she noticed a figure moving behind her. Even stranger, faint Christmas songs began to play in the quiet dawn, as if someone turned on an old carol where there were no houses or shops nearby. Picture yourself in Rachel's place. Sometimes you do not need ghosts to feel afraid. Real fear can come from a person of flesh and blood who follows you in the dark, using the silence and emptiness of the early morning, at that hour before dawn. Now comes a clip posted by a mom who says that it had been only about 6 weeks since Jacqueline and her daughter moved into this house. After seeing what happened that night, she is no longer sure this is a safe place to stay. Jacqueline was upstairs taking a shower while her daughter spent time in the kitchen. Then it happens.
Going on steam. But now at the casino, she's playing to avenge Paul's death. She lures Victor into a trap, letting him gain his confidence when
Yes, because the stakes are so high, emotions are so high, these disputes are carried away from poltergeists. You would become so angry that you would act out violently.
instead of just leaving the game this time, Sally's
Clutching her arm, Jacqueline's daughter bolts upstairs and tells her mom that something touched her. There also seems to be proof, since a mark has appeared on the girl's forearm. Jacqueline says this photo was taken only minutes after her daughter spoke, and she then checked the footage from downstairs. She could not see anyone else around, and she had no idea how to explain it. But the bag on the couch moving by itself and a small object flying at her daughter pushed her to think this was something paranormal. The sudden tears and the mark on her arm are strange. Tell me your thoughts about this one. Mark, a young American who came to visit and record the rooms in an old hotel that inspired Stephen King. Stephen stayed in room 217, where he said he had supernatural experiences. Mark started to record the rooms, along with the darker hallways and corners, and would run into something deeply unsettling.
I'm not kidding. I'm not kidding. I just saw someone move in that window.
Look in this window right here.
Shh, you hear that?
He was outside, filming the front of the building. He captured something that would give anyone chills. In one of the windows, a figure slipped past as if someone were walking inside. That section was closed at the time, with no access for guests or for hotel staff. Mark even recorded the interior to show the exact room and to prove it was shut right then.
This is the room where I saw something. And it's this window.
Curious and uneasy, he reached out to the hotel staff to show them what he filmed and to ask if any employee had gone in at that moment. The answer made it stranger.
Isn't that creepy?
I'm glad you caught that though.
Me too.
You should show the tours.
Okay, I'll show the tours downstairs. Okay. I confirmed with the staff that no one was in there. They don't do patrols inside of that room. And most certainly not at 2:30 a.m.
I want to let you know that I was on live the entire night that night. So there are at least 1,000 people who saw the events of the footage you just saw play out in real time. It's a locked whiskey bar that is only open for private events. And as soon as I saw Mr. Shadowman show his ass, I ran up to the door of that room that is on that little patio that you can see in the video, shined a flashlight in and showed that there was no one in there.
It was the hotel bar, and it only opens for private events. What looked like a simple mix-up turned into a bigger mystery. So who was the figure that peeked from a room that was officially empty? Something dark seems to linger in that hotel. Now to several clips from a small bakery in West Virginia, and each one is honestly pretty unsettling. The shop is called Rock City Bakery. Recently, the co-owner started sharing footage she had held back until now. Morgan, the co-owner, mentions that staff believe a ghost called Harry is behind what the cameras caught. Workers blame Harry for the odd stuff that keeps happening on shift. Kitchen trays fly off prep tables, and heavy machines seem to slide as if pushed by something you cannot see. So the place has built a record of weird moments. Morgan says she hates watching them because they make her nervous about walking in for work. For the context, she kept finding things moved around, and one item turned up again and again, a plastic bowl shaped like a spider web. There are a few of those bowls, and for reasons no one can explain, they keep appearing where they do not belong. Morgan thinks Harry is the reason. It got so frequent she threw every one of those bowls away, and the activity eased for a bit. But during a busy shift, she looked over and saw one of these bowls sitting on the customer couch. Maybe someone brought it from home and forgot it. Even so, the sight rattled her. She checked the security feeds to learn how it showed up. What she saw scared her. Morgan is as confused as everyone watching. It looks like the bowl slides straight out of the artwork. She thinks Harry did it as payback for tossing those bowls. No one can say for sure, but a second clip with a similar moment was recorded, and it shook the whole team. Late at night, this next scene plays out. Again, something appears to step out of a painting, and more things start happening around the room. If you watch closely, a plastic skeleton tips over by itself. Not knowing what else to do, Morgan posted both videos online to see if anyone could explain them. So far, no one has a clear answer, and odd incidents keep popping up at this bakery. Whether Harry is real or something else is going on, the staff is still on edge about what these cameras keep catching. Now let's revisit the creepy haunting of TikTok user Leanne Rito, as some eerie clips have been discovered that I have not shared before in the past. Leanne Rito, a teen from Chile, says he has dealt with scary events in his house for a while. Loud bangs woke him at night, and laughter echoed through the rooms. He told friends and family, but no one believed him. One night, strange noises woke him in his bedroom, and he grabbed his phone to record proof.
Son las 3 de la mañana. Hace 3-4 días fácil que no puedo dormir. Se escuchan ruido por toda la casa y no sé qué hacer. Yo no creo mucho esto, no me da miedo, pero no sé. Grabo su madre, ahí está. ¿Quién carajo anda ahí? Es la nena esa de mierda de vuelta. Yo me voy a la mierda.
A toy shoots off a dresser and startles Lean Rito. It hits the bathroom door and it slowly opens. But when he checks inside, there is nothing. So he sets up a camera in his room to catch anything while he sleeps. A few nights later, the camera records a chilling moment.
Sos hijo de puta.
Floating orbs appear before the bathroom door opens and wakes Lean Rito. Shaken, he grabs his phone and checks the bathroom, and this time awful noises rise. And the shower curtain seems to be struck from the other side, which terrifies him. He pulls the curtain open and no one is there. Then his security camera shows his bedroom door opening. Yet again, no one is present. These scares are only the start for him, because several nights later, the banging comes back.
3 de la mañana, me vine a la casa del campo. Leí muchos comentarios que me recomendaban que me mude y me vine para acá para ver si el problema era yo. Pero parece que me sigue porque se escucha. Escuchando. Yo ya no, miedo ya no tengo. Y no hay nadie. El ropero de este es grandísimo, pero no, es increíble, pero parece que me sigue. La verdad, no. ¿Qué es eso?
You can hear knocks from inside the wardrobe again and again, but when he opens it, nothing looks strange. Then a ball rolls behind him and items fall from the shelf, right in front of his eyes. On another night, he wakes to more strange sounds.
Otra vez el demonio que me está molestando de vuelta. Aquí está. ¿Quién sos? Padre nuestro que estás en los cielos, santificado sea tu nombre. No sos bienvenido, andate. Andate. Me tenés cansado, mostrate. No te voy a tener miedo. Andate de acá. ¿Quién sos? ¿Quién sos?
You can hear noises from the bathroom, and then the handle jerks up and down again and again. If you listen closely, you can hear what sounds like a child laughing. Then it all stops. The door opens and something white seems to hide inside the bathroom.
Andate. Andate.
No one is there. Several nights pass before things get worse.
Son de nuevo las 3 de la mañana. Estuve durmiendo tranquilo estos días, pero ahora me despertaron de vuelta los ruidos. Me recomendaron que prenda la luz. Me voy a quedar callado. Mierda sos. Déjame salir, hijo de puta. Déjame salir. ¿Quién sos?
You can hear a banging in the bathroom before the door opens like the other nights. But this time, when he looks inside, the door behind him slams and he cannot get out. He manages to escape, and then there are knocks on the glass of his front door. But when he looks outside, no one is there. Still, the laugh of a child rings from the bathroom. In the next clip, he's in the bathroom getting ready for bed when he hears whistling.
3 de la mañana, recién salgo de bañarme. Escucho silbidos desde el patio. Mientras me estaba bañando, escuchaba golpes de la ventana. Nunca me había pasado esto. Los silbidos nunca, la verdad. Todo tipo de ruidos, pero silbidos nunca. No sé qué hacer, pero ya fue. Ya fue, voy a salir a revisar. Voy a salir a revisar. A estas alturas yo ya no tengo miedo, la verdad. No hay nada.
A creepy face peeks through the glass of the door, but he does not notice it. The whistling keeps going until he steps outside, and then it stops, and you can see something press against a sheet hanging outside. And when he checks under it, there is nothing there. A few nights later, he records something that leaves him speechless.
Son las 3 de la mañana de nuevo. Y esto es lo que con lo que yo convivo desde hace meses. Con esto yo convivo hace meses. Siempre que grabo. Vos no sos Daniel. Vos no sos Daniel, esa no es tu voz. Vos no sos Daniel, esa no es tu voz. Daniel se fue hace meses del país. Vos no sos Daniel. Si querés lastimarme, salí y lastimame ahora. Ya. Déjame de joder. Déjame de joder. Si no puedo vivir. Ya no puedo vivir así. Ya no puedo vivir. Yo no tengo más miedo. No tengo más miedo. No, yo así no puedo vivir. Así no puedo seguir.
He hears his friend's voice coming from the bathroom, but when he looks inside, his friend is not there. Then the camera catches a white figure moving by the glass of his front door. A week later, he wakes to the sound of a woman crying outside and decides to help.
Y le está ladrando a alguien, mi perro ahí. Vení para acá, mija mía. ¿Quién sos? ¿Qué es eso?
A figure in white is recorded as it mimics the sound of a woman in trouble, probably to draw him out. But did you see the other shape on the roof of his house? A dark figure stands there, not moving, staring at him. It is easy to see why these moments left Lean Rito scared beyond words. He believes a dark, hostile entity is following him. The next case was shared by Kyle, a man who shared a set of videos after he began hearing strange noises that sounded like they came from around his home. One night he went outside to check and found something unnerving near the access space for the home's vent and drain lines. What he saw was more than unsettling. Something was there. Right away, Kyle, thinking it might be a thief or maybe an animal, called the police. Even after a careful search, they found no sign of a person or an animal. Because of that, Kyle set up a security camera. He never expected what it would capture.
Scariest thing I've ever seen in my life. Watch this.
Kyle's camera recorded a person or something hiding under that crawl space area of the house. This time Kyle went in himself to check.
I can't sleep. There's the security camera. I don't know what I saw. I'm not seeing anything. I don't know what this tarp is. Whether or not there's anything underneath. I don't see anything. I just don't see any signs of life. I don't see any signs of afterlife. I'm gonna get the heck out of here.
Fear hit Kyle when he realized that, just like the officer, he could not find any trace of someone living under there. So what on earth did the camera catch? What began as a routine traffic stop quickly escalated into one of the most unsettling encounters a police officer has ever faced. The incident, captured on body camera footage, sent shockwaves through the entire police department and has since been regarded as one of the most enigmatic videos ever recorded. At first, everything seemed ordinary. The officer requested the driver's license and registration, following standard procedure. But when the officer returned to the patrol car to run the details, something unexplainable occurred.
Your registration is What the? Can I see your driver's license registration, please?
Yeah.
It's not a big deal.
Here's my license, but this is my mom's car, so...
Where are you headed to where you're speeding and missing stop signs?
I was just headed to a friend's house. It's like literally right there. It's
okay.
A birthday party. So,
got it.
Not mine, but...
Any drugs or alcohol in the vehicle?
No, of course not.
All right. Sit tight, Sarah. I'll be right back.
Okay.
Your registration is What the?
Sarah?
What the heck?
Sarah?
3201.
Sarah, the driver, vanished without a trace. The dashcam footage reveals no indication of an accomplice assisting in her disappearance. The scene is as eerie as it sounds. Sarah simply ceases to exist. Could this be a glitch in the fabric of reality? From that moment on, Sarah was never seen again. Despite thorough investigation, the police was unable to trace her ID, and her true identity remains shrouded in mystery. Did she slip into another dimension? Or could she have hidden somewhere in the car, evading detection? The questions linger, but the answers remain elusive. Now to another, really odd recording, which was captured by a bicycle rider one night, as he was just about to leave a parking garage in the midst of night. After completing his shift, the garage is located in South America. There's no way for ordinary people to enter the garage, since it is restricted to employees only. And the young driver tells us that he heard some creepy noises stemming from the same parking level he was located on. as the young man seems to be fiddling around with his light. It would appear that the shape of a lady can be seen in the distance, casually strolling through the parking garage, which should be impossible. The driver walked around the garage level for a bit, but couldn't find anybody, so he believes that this could actually be a spirit or something else. The next clip was recorded by a driver one night who was on his way home and was taking a local highway. He didn't notice anything out of the ordinary up until this point, but when the incident occurred, he saw a dark flickering object just standing in the middle of the road. An object that had human-like features based on his reports, and it becomes quite apparent that even the other drivers saw it too. The following video was captured by a tourist and his partner who were visiting the infamous Aokigahara forest in Japan, where many poor souls have gone onto their last journey. As sad as this is, there are of course numerous ghost stories about those that never really left our physical plane and are stuck in this forest. The two were part of a tour group, and as they are documenting a certain incline, they might have captured something eerie. As the man is moving around with the camera, he might have captured a shadow figure that was staring at the group, and it seems as if it was standing behind a headstone or a piece of a shrine. They are sure that this was no ordinary person. Does this mean that they actually caught something from the afterlife? A store manager, visibly shaken and anxious, recently reviewed security footage of an unsettling incident that occurred earlier. Despite his attempts to convince others, no one believed that something extraordinary had transpired while he was unpacking boxes. He managed to capture the event on camera, and while various unusual occurrences are visible throughout the footage, it is the final moments that deeply disturb him.
Single night. He's putting things away from the box. All right, now watch. I want you guys to focus on this area right here. Okay? Hold on, let me speed this up a bit.
They haven't got the first clue on how to use it.
All right, watch.
If you have the doctrine right and you stow it on a shelf in your closet and do not pull that doctrine out.
Boom, you see that?
What good does that
I'll get back here for you guys to give you a better view. Look at that. And I'm just like tripping, like what? Okay, but pay attention to this area right here.
I can grant that they
watch.
They could teach justification correctly. But so what? It's not what I asked you.
Is that you? Look, I'm here by myself. Nobody's here. It's just me. See that? Come out. I'm not afraid of you. Is that you? That threw down the box earlier? Come on out. You don't scare me. Come on out, pussy! Always trying to mess with me. Ooh! No. Let me see. Where am I? I'm here. Where am I though? There I am, right there. Look, you see that? You see that? Nah. Nah.
The manager, already on edge, was further alarmed when he saw something alarming recorded by a camera positioned at the store's side entrance. The footage appears to show his hair lifting seemingly on its own, followed by a sudden, forceful yank that sends him into a panicked frenzy. He initially believed someone was playing a prank on him, but upon reviewing the video, he saw that there was no one else in the vicinity at the time. This unexplained tug left him questioning who or what could have caused it. While some viewers speculate that this could be the work of a ghost or supernatural entity the manager had previously mentioned, others remain skeptical. For the manager, however, he is convinced that this disturbing incident is linked to the same mysterious force that has been troubling the store. What do you think could be behind this unsettling event?